to the Stadia Byrne On Demand team?
We've had a few people critique his name, though.
Kevin?
Yeah.
They don't like Kevin?
No.
Why?
They want Billy.
The gentleman beside us who are part of Emerald Energy Waste, these are our neighbors to my left. Mm-hmm. They want to refer to Kevin as Curry.
Was Curry?
Curry goat.
Curry goat.
Instead of Kevin the goat. Curry goat.
Yeah.
Hey, David, how are you? David Heimer? You stay here and talk to everybody. You're on the air live.
Yeah, but what do you want me to talk about?
Byrne On Demand, what you do. Tell everybody what you do.
Oh my God. This is an awkward situation, and I don't know if anyone is watching. I have to sit and talk by myself.
Oh.
Listen, I talk to myself all day long, but this is a lot of pressure. My name is Kat, and I'm the general manager of Byrne On Demand, and we are a national handyman company that operates across Canada 24/7. It's my elevator pitch, okay? He left me up here alone, and it's live, and no one's watching. Not even my mother. No. She's in Germany. No. Oh, hey. So, Cheryl Gray's coming on next. From Quadrille Property Group. And who else? I can't hear a single thing. And Denise Froming. Woo! Woo! Can't wait to see them. I have never met them before, but I'm sure they're lovely ladies. I'm just enjoying the view of people watching, commentating the show.
Okay.
Hi.
Tell everybody what you do?
Yeah.
No, you can't come off the air yet.
I'm just fixing my headphones.
Did you tell everybody what you do, or were you lying?
No, and then I even announced your next guests.
Who is my next guest?
Oh, Cheryl.
Do it.
Cheryl Gray from Chartwell.
Nope.
No, shit.
Quadrille.
I did say the right one. Alex was.
Yeah, Cheryl Gray's coming on this afternoon. I'm going to pronounce the other lady's wrong. Her name is Denise. I'm going to say it's Froming.
Froming. Sounds like foaming, but froming.
She's out of the United States. She's with IREM.
Okay.
They're the International Real Estate Group. They're kind of like a Boma competitor.
Oh, not Cheryl, though.
No, Cheryl's with Quadrille. And Quadrille, she's taken, so IREM and Denise. Denise is the executive director, kind of like Susan Allen is with Boma.
Right.
And I believe, and Cheryl will tell us this afternoon, Cheryl is going to become the next president.
Nice.
She got
you
president
go, girl.
Right, you go, girl. You kick ass. And then they did a technology workshop. Right now, I think it's on.
And
it starts at 1 o'clock, actually.
She's done a show already once, too.
Yeah, we haven't broadcast it yet because we're kind of waiting for a head office to say thumbs up
Prove
to it all.
it.
Which, by the way, is not going to be a problem. Cheryl's like third from the top.
She's got it.
Yeah.
She's got it going on.
That goat will bite you.
With love. Biting with love.
The goat will bite people, eh?
Yeah, I know. It's already bitten a couple.
That's Kevin the goat.
I feel like if you're willing to put your finger near its mouth, it's like a risk you're willing to take.
Right, yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
So Cheryl and Denise are coming on here to finish off their technology series. We're going to put a second chair here. Hopefully this whole stage a little wobbly. And then they're going to take that, chop it up so we can send it out to everybody next week and over the next 5-6 weeks.
So exciting.
I thought Peter Wilmot was long far away from everything. All right, Kat, you have to stay on the air again. Talk to everybody.
Oh, my God.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. You just talk to everybody. You were fully public.
I really hate when you leave me here, because then I just have to talk to myself, by myself. Out loud, so the whole world can hear it. This is not exciting for anyone who's watching this right now. A lot of people enjoy the goat. The goat's trying to escape, eating the cage. Something tells me he's hungry. Yeah. Listen, there's a lot of stage fright up here, okay? There's so many people staring. It was not, and now someone's taking a photo. Oh my God. I can't live like this. This is ridiculous. Come to the show. I'm trying to be supportive of the group. This is PM Expo. You know what? Actually, I'm quite hungry. Did you bite it?
No.
I'm not eating a carrot if you've bit it first. Always could use an afternoon snack.
Kevin bit it.
Oh my God.
Okay.
It's disgusting. If you stepped on that and went
over on the boat.
oh my God, and it got out, it has no collar on.
That would have been really bad.
What is it? The SMR? What is it?
ASMR.
ASMR?
I clearly am a foodie and likes to watch stuff like that.
Is it only food though? I thought it was everything. Isn't it just like
all kind of stuff? All kind of stuff. It's the sound.
everyone at their desk right now is feeling very therapeutic and like they're gonna nap now. Everyone's slowly falling asleep at their desk. As I'm just sitting here commentating. I've seen that. That looks. I saw a video on it. It looks funny. We should do goat yoga. We need a cleaner goat to do the goat yoga. I'm not letting that thing jump on my back. And Tim has left the building. I don't know why he, I could probably do the interviews myself. I'm like an expert now. Wah, wah. I could play like smooth jazz music, like elevator music. Do, 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 do. Thank you. Everybody, what booth number is it? Aisle 1600. Smell for the farm smell. That is where Stadia and Byrne Handyman are. And Tim Byrne Almost Live. Sponsored by Byrne Handyman and Stadia. That goat's gonna break free. Aisle 1600. And I'm just hanging out.
Really?
If anyone wants to join me, chatting by myself. I'm a, handyman, general contractor. If you need T-bar ceiling installed, I got you. I got you. Right across Canada. Boom, boom. Except it's not a joke. Being serious. I feel like if I did this all day, something. Oh my God. There are more embarrassing. Do you remember Katie's ex-boyfriend Anthony did a video of me and I was like spreading the money in the office? There is an embarrassing promotional Byrne video of me somewhere to Macklemore thrift store. Oh my God. That's humiliating. I didn't realize it was a training video. I don't know if I'm flattered or humiliated that was the training video. Oh my God. I don't even know how long ago. So let me tell the story since I'm talking to nobody. It was a good video. But that was like 5 years ago for Prism, which is the retail version of PM Expo. It was for Prism. We hosted a party and aired that video in front of all of the customers. All of them. All of them saw me doing a music video to Macklemore thrift store, whatever it's called. Whatever. I'm too old for this shit. Humiliating times. I've really matured since then, I swear. I'm improving with age like a fine wine. My commentary. Thank you. Thank you. I could commentate as the people walk by.
Yeah, I think you should.
This gentleman's suit looks spectacular, well fitted. It was tailored to a T. I think that the day of suits is gone. Day of suits, no one wears a suit anymore. See? Don't make fun of me, Peter. He left me here stranded. I'm just trying to commentary the show.
I'm rescuing this goat. You're free. You're free.
Rescue me, Peter. We did a lot of commentary. We discussed Prism. We discussed the fact that I'm still a general contractor and a handyman across Canada. I can fix T-bar ceiling and flooring and drywall. Anything
Dylan,
inside the
you're
store.
letting a lot of people walk by.
Yeah, Dylan. Let's hop to it.
What moment?
That moment.
All right, so
There's no meditative moments at PMX.
Doug, your fly's down. JK, Doug, that's one of my lines.
Oh my god.
You're not reading stuff. I need them to heckle.
Oh my god.
I am not reading anything right now. Usually I have a script, Stephen. Yes, you could. You can't. Don't heckle me. Do not heckle me, Stephen.
Oh, come on.
Do you want to sit on here and talk? Your logo's up. Go, get out of there.
Oh, thank God. This was fun. I'm glad everyone enjoyed my commentating. Up next.
Help him get settled.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Yeah, you don't want to be with him either, I know.
I've been there for a while.
Oh, wow, we have new fancy camo.
This is a moment. This is a moment.
How does she get a dog in here?
They're with,
Okay. St. John's
St.
Ambulance.
John's Ambulance, yeah. The dog and the
that
goat.
does not look like a
A service dog.
Thank you, a service dog.
Could be an emotional therapy dog.
How much time you got?
I have to be in the speaker's room in 18 minutes.
What are you speaking about?
Sustainability.
Define that. Hi, it's this is Tim Byrne. Tim Byrne almost live. It's PM Expo. I have Steve Eichelson in the chair by accident. He's going into
Not by accident. You just don't want me to heckle online.
I'd rather you be here than heckle me online because you're really rude and insensitive. What's sustainability? Is it real?
Of course it's real. I mean, we've taken a lot of our buildings and we've lowered our energy consumption, our carbon footprint.
Sorry, and the carbon thing all seems very mystical to me, and I know that Donald Trump likes to make it all mystical.
No, because he doesn't understand what it is. There's a big difference. For us, the biggest thing is, as you know, our portfolio is typically B and C class stuff. We have old boilers, old chillers. The stuff that we have is our energy pigs. They're on or off. They'd run at 600 volts, 600 amp, burn a pile of electricity, burn a pile of natural gas. As we're modernizing, we're lowering what that stuff does. So we're putting out less CO2 emissions.
You are? Yeah. Right now, Mr. Eichelson's actually doing a full-out interview with me, Al.
What?
Mr. Eichelson doing a full-out interview with me.
She's already seen me do this with you.
Do you want me to put it on Instagram?
If she was good, she'd have a glass of wine for me, but...
Right.
Listen, the show has given me enough hack about the goat and the size of the stage.
What's wrong with the goat?
Oh, listen, it took me months to get this goat in here.
It's a service goat. It's for his emotional therapy.
He does need it.
I know, I'm not.
Megan across the way is left. Harold's still there. Do you know those guys across the way? High performance window technology guys?
No.
Do you know the Stokely guys?
No.
I don't know them either. Stokely Stewart Consulting Limited, recruiting excellence since 1977.
No. So they just want to charge me 3 months of somebody's salary to put somebody in my
You think that's what they do?
office that I probably went and stole from somewhere else anyways.
Do you know what I'm going to do in the new year with Tim Byrne Almost Live T-Ball? I'm going to do, and I talked to Indeed about it, I'm going to do 15-minute recorded audio-visual resumes.
Cool.
So that guys like you can go, here's my 5 candidates.
But I don't talk to Naveed.
Here's my 5.
Because he wants too much money.
Here's my
I already
5
saw him
candidates.
earlier, so if he's standing out there, Naveed.
No,
He's not.
Indeed.
Oh, Indeed. Okay, sorry. I thought you meant Naveed from Hayes.
No, Hayes is really, really expensive.
Well, I can't afford them.
But Indeed, I've worked with Indeed now. And I've set up a deal with them so that if you picked 5 resumes, you can ask them to be video
cool.
recorded interviews rather than
Because
see them
now,
live.
now we have like 4 and 5 people going through.
It's brutal, right?
Yeah.
And instead of being face to face with them, you can see an audio recording of them at your
I like
convenience.
being them face to face with them.
So do I, but I like having that first
I
transition.
want to
happen
know
first,
who
right?
I'm dealing with. People are taking pictures of your goat.
I know. People take pictures of the goat all
I
the
mean,
time.
honestly, it's time for you to get your own goat instead of borrowing them from somewhere.
Allie tried that. Allie wanted to buy the
My wife tried to buy the goat. I said no. We own 6 horses. It's enough.
Is Allie coming down?
No, she's gone to Ottawa.
Oh, she's in Ottawa. Okay,
She's
that's
gone to Ottawa.
because Allie and I would have to talk about this.
What
I think you should have a goat
you
at home.
do not say that because my wife is crazy about the whole animal.
Would I
thing.
do that to you?
Yes, and everybody. That's how.
We need to get like a sign-in sheets for people who think that Tim should buy the goat permanently.
That's how I.
what's that called? When everybody signs a petition.
A petition.
That's
all
how
right. Online.
That's how my wife ended up buying a new Porsche.
That everybody signed up with a petition
Yes,
for her
she
to buy a new
she goes
Porsche?
to my friends and starts telling them that she wants to get a new Porsche, and they all like woo. Get a new, and next thing you know, I showed up one day.
All right.
I did not know, and I
That
appreciate
works
my
for-
wife has all her own money and she can do whatever she
I
wants.
know she can. But, I think for your next birthday, a goat.
Honey, I do not want a goat. No goats at the house ever.
Allie, come on. Get him a goat.
No.
With a paisley vest.
Okay, let's get rid of the goat for a second. Let's talk about the sustainability thing you're about to do.
Oh, sorry.
You're about to do a. Shut up. You're about to do a sustainability workshop.
Yeah, so
So in the workshop, are you with another?
so we're on a panel. There's 3 of us. The outlook on this panel, typically for years, the sustainability talks have always been done by the big landlords. Brookfield, guys who have all this money to spend on it. We don't. So a couple of years ago, Jim Lord from Ecovert, one of our consulting firms, and Jim's been around for a long time, came to myself, a guy named Kip Milne from Trio Vest, and said, what if I put the next level down in front of everybody and said, you guys talk about it because you're doing things very differently. You don't have all the money to spend. You can't turn around and send all this stuff out and the tenants are going to pay for it. They're not. You're the value proposition. So what we've been doing is we've been working with our clients to lower their carbon footprint, do more sustainability, more...
That's super hard to do in a B-class building.
No,
Isn't it?
it's not hard anymore.
Come on.
3 years
You're right.
ago...
Brookfield has deep pockets.
Yeah, but a few years ago it was. But when you start thinking about it now, you can't do anything different. If you start looking at stuff, my office, for example, you've been in the new office.
Yeah.
So when we took over the office, it was an old HBC floor at 401 Bay. We had to redo all the ceiling and the lights. We went to HBC and said, we want to do all LED. They said, no, it's too expensive.
Right. It is too expensive.
So, okay. So I have a floor that came back a few weeks ago. Now we're actually doing it all LED because the same LED fixtures are $215 a fixture installed. And the same fluorescent fixtures are now $275 a fixture.
But
So I'm
the
going LED.
retrofit application of it, though,
Is expensive.
Is the expensive part.
And the Ford government's not helping by taking all those incentives to do it away.
Right, but they did take away the landlord rent control bullshit on residential.
That's fine. And rightly should have
Gave
been done
one,
because stuff's
took
not...
away from one, gave to another.
Took one
right?
from... Yeah, thankfully I don't play in the residential world.
Yeah, but I can tell you, that's a tough world, and he wants to make more tax off that property, so he can't make more in tax and not tell those people they can't make more money.
That's right.
That's the only reason he did it.
I-
The lobbyist made it sound like it was him giving big business. No, what he was doing was giving himself more money.
He's giving himself more money, but he's also... And the average apartment, other than maybe 3 or 4 large landlords, it's not big business.
No,
It's
it's
a
not. You're
small,
right.
old
Yeah.
family that's built this stuff in the 60s and 70s and handed it down from generation to generation. It doesn't change.
But he couldn't get any more tax revenue without,
No.
without taking that away.
That's right.
Because when you're maxed out at 5%,
Well, even more.
4%.
But that stuff is starting to crumble and fall apart, as you well know, because you're...
Oh, and there's no sustainability going on in an apartment building when they can't get any more money for it.
zero, right?
There's
We're
no
not-
operating costs and no nothing.
So we have, from your world on the glass side, we have old buildings where windows are single pane glass. How is that saving the
But how do,
province
you,
money?
how do you convince an owner to invest in that infrastructure and do the payout, like amortize it over what, 5 years, 10 years? Like when does an owner go, that's a great payout? Is it 5 years? Is it 2 years?
It can be anywhere. It depends on who the client is, what their investment portfolio
Is it more of a math deal than it is actually?
No, actually depends on Actually, it's funny. As our client base, as families are passing buildings on to the next generation, not our generation, but Cat and Allie's generation. They've been raised on energy conservation, sustainability, recycling.
You're going to sit in a round table discussion this afternoon. You're going to head it up. How do you convince somebody to invest that infrastructure money into their?
It's not hard anymore because it's ingrained in their minds now. And in some cases, sustainability is actually cheaper or less expensive than non. You can't find paint anymore when you're building a thing that is emitting high amounts.
How many people will be in this workshop with you?
Well, we did it at Springfest. We had 200. Supposedly, I think we sold. There's 300 people today. I have no clue.
Do you take questions from the audience? No.
Yeah. So when we did it, it's an hour long. We usually talk for about a half hour and then a half hour of questions.
What kind of questions do you get from people? Are they from the property management side or the contractor side?
I don't know what this makeup is going to be in this.
You don't get to see ahead of time.
At Springfest, it was pretty much all. The bulk of it is condo manager and stuff.
Right.
And the questions were all about how do we, get more recycling, people to do more. And it's simple, as we have younger populations, those people it's ingrained in them. We're talking about people that it's been ingrained in them, at home, separating your cans, your bottles, your paper is now...
That took 20 years.
Yeah, right? When you and I grew up, no.
No, not at all.
Now, my kids look at
Actually, I grew up in Stouffville. We had a dump right on our own property.
Yeah. So
We're in a farmer field.
Yeah. And now when you think about it, my kids have no clue that there's no such thing, that we had just a one bin where everything went, right?
Right.
It's ingrained in their mind.
They separate naturally.
Organics go into an organic bin, and we're getting that in offices.
So in those condo managers, they ask you more probably about the human side of sustainability rather than the mechanical
and
side.
And now that's part of it is how do you get people to buy into it?
Humans, how do you make the humans do it?
Yeah, and actually, one of the topics that we're discussing today is 3 years ago when we took on a new building, it was how do we make it more green?
Yeah.
Now, we've done 4 takeovers in the last 7 months, and we're at the point now where, as I started looking at stuff, it's automatic.
What do you mean?
We took on a building a week and a half ago in Mississauga. The only thing they weren't doing is they didn't have all the waste streams source separated and in separate bins. Well, one call to Wasteco, we have new bins. Everything's done.
I looked at some technology for my personal use, and I wonder will it ever make it into commercial or residential or property management side. We're renovating our master bathroom in the next year, and I looked at taking everything from all the wastewater, including toilet, not for hard...
Yeah, gray water.
And putting it into an osmosis UV process, killing everything, and never letting that water actually leave the bathroom. So you finish showering, finish peeing, brushing your teeth, it goes in, it gets clean, bacteria...
It comes back.
It comes back and recycled. Do you think that's going to come? Do you think they're going to make, like when they build a new apartment building, build a new condo, they're going to separate that water out to that point?
I mean, we're starting to do office buildings that way with catching the rainwater. Most of the LEED certified buildings that have been have water retention programs. 18 York Street's got a grey water program, and Bremner, those two.
What do they do with the grey water?
Well, it's trapped off the green roof. It goes into a cistern, it's cleaned, and it's used for all non-drinkable water sources. So all the toilets at 18 York Street all run off rainwater or grey water.
Grey water, like from the sinks and everything? Like from the bathroom?
I don't know how much they're taking all the way down. I can tell you they're taking all the rainwater that hits the roof, comes off the... So, I mean, how much is that saving our system? Deep lake water cooling and our heating system, taking water out of the lake. We had to do it anyways for drinking water.
Yeah, I'm wondering if, I want to try this for my master bathroom. I'd like to get off grid for water if I had to.
There's all kinds of stuff out there today. 2 or 3 years ago, I was at the ASHRAE show in Orlando. And
what's an ASHRAE?
ASHRAE is American Society of Heating, Refrigeration, Air Conditioning Engineers.
Oh my God.
The Orlando's convention center is like the largest in North America.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 10 million square feet.
I didn't know that.
They have it broken into 4 things. They drive around on pickup trucks, electric trucks inside, because that's the only way they can move anything around. So we were that show's there. Like you walk around here, you'll see the air conditioning guys with pictures of stuff.
There they
at
have
the
it.
ASHRAE show, they'll bring in 500-ton chillers, which are 20 feet, 30 feet long,
Really?
and weigh 3-5 tons. But
Really?
I just load it in. Why not? At the time we were there, they also had the PGA show at the same time, which is a monstrous worldwide show. Couldn't get into a restaurant in Orlando for love or money, but what the heck? So you see all this stuff. They had all these things of blue light, osmosis, how to kill bacteria in ductwork, and
Do you think, though, it waits till the government makes legislation that says,
no,
you know,
we're
flush-
starting.
that you're not allowed to
We're
flush
starting
the
to add
water?
stuff like that now. Air quality is a
coming,
big thing.
right?
You're starting to see things for.
Like, we don't have to wait till somebody mandates it.
No, I mean the fact is you have to look at things now. Legionella disease is showing up like all over North America.
It is?
It is, yeah. It's back on the rise again. So now we're testing. We're doing things for testing. There's a booth here. I have to go find it, where guys have come up with an instant Legionella test that you do yourself instead of having to go and have a service do it for you.
How do you test for it?
Well, now there's a water sample goes out to a lab and they do a test. These guys have come up with a dipstick. You put it in the water, put it in the computer, it analyzes it.
Commercial buildings have to run their own water system and their own treatment system of the drinkable water
No, we go from city water,
purely.
purely.
So there's no chemical input on the drinking water.
No, but if you start looking at our cooling towers and stuff, because they're running at warmer temperatures, they're breeding grounds. So we got to figure out
So you run chemicals in the chillers.
chillers, water, cooling water, that stuff, yeah.
Where does the chiller water go afterwards?
Usually it's filtered out and goes down the drain. I mean, everything that goes in there are all biologically fine. They weren't 20 years ago.
Right, that's what I was saying. I'm sorry, I don't think that's true, Steve. I mean,
They are now.
are they now?
Yeah.
Is everybody now?
We don't have a choice. You can't buy stuff that isn't any. I'm sure. Wait, that's not fair. I'm sure outside of North America, you probably can. We can't anymore. But this has been fun. I gotta go and be
sorry.
a speaker. No,
Thank
it's okay.
you.
I'll be back.
Thank you, Steve Eichelson
Always a pleasure.
from Avis and Young. I really appreciate that.
Cat and Alex, I need your cell numbers. I want to heckle him online.
Well, he's in his own workshop,
Yeah, well,
which
my
I should
workshop
step in
I
the
wanna
back
send
of
back.
and torture the
I'm
crap.
gonna send back.
I could torture the crap out
Yeah.
of him, right? Stevie, thank you.
Anytime.
See you later.
Talk to you later.
This is Tim Byrne Almost Live. We're on YouTube, and that was Steve Eichelson from Avis and Young. He's just about to go into his own sustainability forum here at PM Expo in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the Metropolitan Toronto Convention Center. We're down on booth 1600. That was a really sweet, natural little moment with Stevie, and I really appreciate him coming by. Kevin the Goat seems to be still attracting a lot of people. You know what we need to buy, Al? We need to buy some baby wipes tonight and come back in here and clean our friend, his legs, and make him all happy. You know what he really needs right now? He needs a drink of water. He's dying. He's literally going to die. He's not going to die. I'm kidding. This is Tim Byrne. This is Tim Byrne Almost Live. I'm down here at the Toronto Convention Center. We're in aisle 1600. Kevin's been beautiful. Kevin's been a beautiful experience. The Goat. The show's been good so far. The guys are handling a lot of stuff. I think we're actually going to run out of stuff if we keep going this way with the Goat. Hopefully Friday with no Goat, there'll be nobody here, I guess, right? Oh, that's a shame, eh? I have to get some more livestock. I'm Tim Byrne. More livestock at the show. Kat, on Friday, we're not going to have a goat.
Okay.
We'd like you to wear a goat costume and stand in the cage.
Listen, as long as there's a fan on the inside.
The goat's really brought a lot of people to the booth.
One of those blow-up ones where I can sit and just.
That's Kevin the Goat. He comes on the show with me on Wednesday nights. We do a radio show. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. He's really friendly. He won't hurt you. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell everybody. Up next is coming up is Cheryl Gray and Denise Froming. Her name Foaming. I want to say Foaming. It's Froming. Denise Froming and Cheryl Gray, right after their technology workshop that they're doing here at PM Expo. They're coming up here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They're going to spend an hour with me on the stage. We're going to shoot the shit, talk about where building automation's going and what we're going to be doing next over the next 5 years. I'm really excited. I'm going to go get some water, some coffee, have a pee, and find a snack. Need a snack? Dylan, keep smiling. You want to sit here and talk to everybody? No.
I'm having fun asking people to pet my goat.
I've decided I'm a good little commentator.
I'm going to be here today and tomorrow. I'm not going to be here Friday. We'll get you on the board. Yeah, we'll be the ad-libs.
You have water.
Everybody's time for the show. He's friendly. Whose goat is it? Whose goat is it? Let's go try to freak out. Definitely, please reach out. I'm the expert.
Yeah, competing with that. Eventually they're gonna walk. That's what I do. You'll stop.
just simply to go to the bathroom and come back. Well, no, I was on the floor. It just took a second to have a sip of water. Is this on? They can hear you. He's recording podcasts, and everyone can hear me right now. I'm sitting beside the microphone by accident.
I've never had this. This lovely last year.
Oh, it's not till 3.
Where's the cat Byrne card?
I don't know. Listen, you take whatever you want. I love that you delegated your selling. I love that you delegated your selling.
Hey, don't sit down so hard.
Slow, meditative. See, you're standing in front of the camera. Thank you. Am I eating lunch? No, I'm trying to open up the computers. Yes.
You're very techy, eh?
Proud of me.
Let me get you some good information here. So you guys do a show, eh? Okay. Oh, there it is. So geared differently than any of whether you're doing stuff like this or that's how we see that's how they build it down. That customer.
Yeah, I imagine he's had a check for all of our That's Gavin. I feel the carrot bending, but it's not breaking. We have a brother guy. I think you can touch anything first.